Yo, you already know.
What's good?
Once again, it's your boy Trail. This is ScoutsTV, and none other than we have the man himself in the building tonight.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. None other than Brandon Pierre. What's good, my G?
What's up, brother?
Chilling, man.
Long time no see, man. How you?
Yes, sir. Everything is good, man. Glad you can be here.
For sure.
For real. You know, considering everything we're going through.
Man.
You know, so we ain't gonna hold y'all, any further ado. We're gonna jump straight into it. I myself, I have to go ahead and confess that, wasn't able to really jump right on when his brother first started doing his thing, but I was able to catch up and do my homework, and I must say, your shit is hot, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
There's no other way to say it, man.
Thank you, bro.
I'm truly a fan. When
I appreciate that.
listen to R&B, it's like, it's really not R&B no more. You brought that shit back.
I think that's what I aim to do with my music, man. For real. I aim to tap into what made me fall in love with R&B music. You know what I'm saying? And so for that part of it, I just take from that and I give you what Dreamer 1, Dreamer 2, Free Agent. Those are all life's experiences, and I think that those experiences make for some great music too. So.
Sure indeed. And what we're gonna do, so for everybody that don't know, if you've been living under a rock the past few years, we're gonna catch y'all up to speed too.
Yeah.
So we just gonna jump right into it, man. But once again, we got Brandon Pierre in the building. And are you from the borough?
I am from the borough. I was born in Dallas, Texas, but of course, my mom being stationed in the Army down there at Fort Hood, we moved back to Greensboro. So yeah, I went to elementary here and everything, bro. So I claim the borough. Okay, that's what's up. Greensboro, stand up. Sell out to Dallas, though. You see what I'm saying? Except the Cowboys. Cowboys.
Oh, see, there it is. So that's what's up. What high school did you go to?
I went to Dudley my freshman year, wised up, and I went to Smith. Wised up.
Went from the Panthers to the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, man. I had to, man. It was a touchy situation over there in Dudley, man. Like, this is when Dudley is at the height of the, basketball and football. Like, they was just the team.
So this like early 2000s?
Yeah, early 2000s.
Okay.
And so every week was a pep rally. Every week, every Friday. We had the pep rally.
Right.
So, bro, like, my grades was slipping. My mom was like, nah, come on. Let me get you back to Smith.
True.
But it was just moving me back to the people I was in middle school with, so I was right at home in Smith.
All right.
And that was a turn up too. So yeah, I graduated from Smith back in 2003. Hope I ain't telling my age, but
Hey man, you know what it is. Age comes wisdom,
For sure.
Shout out to the Dudley Panthers, man. Baby Auntie.
And you was playing sports there too?
Smith.
Huh?
You was playing sports?
No. I was just an all-around guy there.
I feel that.
I was that guy, man.
Yeah. The days of adolescence, especially Smith, I had some good years there, man. So,
I know you did. I know you had some good years there, because I had some good years there, okay?
Smith was cool, man. So, even back then, was you like in chorus? Like, when did you first start
I was in
singing?
chorus.
Right.
I was in chorus. Pamela Stewart was my chorus teacher.
Okay.
Love her to death. She stayed on me. And I think her being able to foresee that I had a talent for music when it came to music and just pushing me. She stayed on me oftentimes. But that was more so, I guess, for my behavior. Because, when a kid is like, when something comes easy, they'll just go ahead and get it done. But then they disrupting everybody.
You get bored.
Yeah. It's like, because music was easy to me. It was like, oh man, y'all can't get the... So it was reading. It was a fun time, but yeah, I think her pushing me is what, like, kind of shook me up and was like, okay, I'm really good at this.
All right, that's what's up.
As I first started, then of course I'm singing in church too.
Okay.
I'm a church boy. I don't run from that. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And my mother, of course, God-fearing woman, faith. Out of this world. We was in church every time the doors open.
Okay.
Every time, man. So just being raised in church and being around music. I first started off on drums though. A lot of people don't know I started off on drums.
All right.
And so Started off on drums, and then, children's choirs situation came around. Had the opportunity to sing. I was like, oh man, I liked how people responded to me. Like, they were like, I was like, yeah, I can get used to this. So then I started singing. My mother's pastor at the time was Pastor Nancy Wilson.
Okay.
And for those of you who don't know, like, she's one of the greatest singers on this side of glory. Isaac Correa is her son. And of course he is started with John B. Key. Man of Standard, sang with Kurt. Of course he's a solo artist now.
Fruit of the Spirit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
That's cuz.
Yeah.
So just being around them and growing up under them, him and Lowell, I credit them for just like my upbringing in music and finding that passion for it and that love for it. I can remember sitting in practices with Men of Standard and just mimicking everything that they were doing. Just not knowing then that I was like so much a sponge and soaking up everything. And I'll say that they, like just starting out, like I would say that I would get oftentimes like, yo, you sound like Lowell, like, but that's what I knew until I was able to develop, my own sound.
And I can hear a little bit of Isaac in your runs.
For sure. That's my
runs.
Man. That's my guy. I tell everybody all the time, man. Like, if you want to know where I get my chops from, like I study, bro. Like I study, bro. Like, but yeah, man. I think just those things, those elements in my life, sparked a passion that I that became my dream and what we have here today. Even doing the church scene and just being on the praise team and things of that nature. Of course, I'm an Aggie too, so I was at A&T.
All right, Aggie pride.
For sure. And then being at A&T, that afforded me the opportunity to be in Couture Productions.
Okay. And
Couture Productions was like, it was a modeling troupe, a word collaborative, and word consisted of poets and singers and writers. And so I was a part of that. That allowed me to hone in on my craft, I guess on a bigger level, what I felt like was a bigger level. Because I tell anybody, if you can perform at A&T and not get booed, you can perform anywhere in the world.
Right.
That's a fact, though.
Yeah.
I mean, because they don't hold back.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they will roll that boo up from the back.
Yeah, I've been
and make sure
seen it done.
Bro, like legends have got
I've seen it done too.
At A&T. And so to have been there and matriculated through A&T and never have been booed, I feel super confident anywhere in the world. Couture Productions opened up the door for me to meet Gavin. Gav Beats.
Shout out to Gav Beats, man.
My guy, my OG. I tell everybody everywhere.
Get at me, Gav.
That's my OG. Man. Come on, man. Answer this call, Gav. Like, this is ridiculous.
Get at me, man.
This is ridiculous.
Boy Trail, man. ScoutsTV, man. Get at me,
tell him, man. Tell him.
Come on, man.
Nah, but like, so the opportunity presented itself where I was able to perform with Gav in the city, and it was like, all right. I saw myself literally taking steps toward what I wanted to do.
So with that right there, being there when you first did it, so is this is Gav pre-Tui or post-Tui when you got it?
I'm glad you said that. So Tui and Narita were Gav's main BGVs, right? Tasia just won American Idol. Tui and Narita went to sing background for Tasia.
I'm with you.
Gav says, bro, you want to do a show with me? I'm like, hell yeah.
Right.
So it was, like, he never said it, but it was like, all right, Tui gone. I need you to be my Tui. And Tui my brother. Like,
shout out to Tui, man.
That's my guy in Hamilton. That's my guy. So, that opportunity presented itself. I did shows with Gav. Now, doing the shows with Gav, we traveled, all over the Carolinas. But that opened up the door for me to sing with Mo.
Okay.
During one of Gav's shows, Mo's ex-husband Philip Bryant.
Now, hold on, for the people out there.
Okay.
You know, you talking that industry language right now.
And ain't even industry language. Y'all know Lil Mo.
I'm just saying, like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been there for the ride. For the people who don't know,
Okay.
they gotta know who's Mo.
Lil Mo, R&B artist Lil Mo.
Lil Mo. And then Joyce from Fabulous.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm with
Yes,
you.
yes,
Y'all with
yes.
us now. We, you know,
My
right.
big sister. Was able to. I was working with Phil and Gav and them at the time, and situation happened. He was like, "Yo, Mo got a show, you know, close to you. You want to hit with Mo?" I was like, "Hell yeah, yeah. What I got to do?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Shoot, just come up to the show. You know her songs, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I know 'em." Yeah, but Mo was like, she a singer.
Yeah.
So I always listen to singers. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And so I did background with Mo, and was still working with Phil. And just one day I was in rehearsal with Phil. And I say jokingly, I say, man, Phil, when we going back to the crib? Because they were living in Baltimore at the time.
Yeah.
He was like, shoot, you trying to roll? I'm like, hell yeah, what's up? In my mind, I'm like, this nigga not gonna really let me go to the crib.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? But lo and behold, bro canceled his plane ticket. Called Mo, was like, I'm gonna cancel my plane ticket. Me and Brandon gonna ride up. I'm like, yo, okay. So
Just like that.
So we ride up. I meet Lil Mo, like her and her dad had came and scooped me and Phil from the from wherever we drove the car to. And like I met her, and we instantly clicked because we was always on joke time.
Yeah.
Like soon as I seen her, I was like, oh damn, you know, I joked on her.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, you snapping? So like we instantly clicked.
Sure.
And so what I thought was going to be like a weekend or two ended up being like 3.5, 4 years.
Whew.
I stayed in Mo's crib for 3.5, 4 years.
Yeah.
I remember like after like that first week of being there, we done rehearsals and been in the studio with Mo. And so I was like, Phil, when we going back to the crib? Because Phil is originally from North Carolina too.
Yeah.
I said, Phil, when we go back to the crib? He's like, I don't know, I live here now. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, if you not going back to the crib, I guess I ain't going back because I don't got no money for no plane ticket, you know.
Right.
Now niggas gonna front it for me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that ended up being how I was able to do BGVs for Mo for a while. We did a lot of spot dates. I was able to, you know, meet a lot of industry cats. Was able to be privy to a lot of conversations, and I just soaked it all in.